Hi Cancer, welcome to your love reading for July. Going to look at past, present and future energy regarding your connection. This may be a person that you are still involved with, maybe a person you are in separation with. But we're going to look at the energies and we're also going to draw some advice cards for you. So I hope you enjoy the reading, Cancer. If you do, please like and subscribe. My channel's new and I do need a little bit of help from you guys to get this thing moving. So without further ado, Cancer, this is your reading for July. Okay, Cancer, I shuffled your cards. They've been dealt out here. The top pair here of cards is the past energy, center of the reading is the present, and at the bottom is future energy. At the end of the reading, I will draw 3 cards for advice. I'm not going to clarify the cards. I think sometimes that can be unnecessary. I'm going to do this reading and give some advice at the end. At the bottom of the deck, the first card we have here is the Six of Swords, Lord of Earned Success. So remember, this is a love reading for July. So what is this Lord of Earned Success? Using the imagery as a guide here, there are 2 hands holding on to 3 swords. So the left hand holds 3 swords, the right hand holds 3 swords. 6 of Swords, Lord of Earned Success. This card for me is some type of resolution to conflict. Swords always speak of some kind of strife or conflict in the tarot. Often it is to do with harsh words being spoken. But this is the Lord of Earned Success. What is this success that you've earned, Cancer? What is something that Cancer normally fights for? Well, Cancer's being the very passionate and sensitive people that they are. Cancer often fights for love. There is a sense here, Cancer, that you have been fighting for love within a relationship. There has been some type of conflict. Maybe you feel now that you have gained the love of this person. Maybe you felt that there is kind of an even footing and an understanding now between you and the person that you love. But let's carry on and we'll see the significance of this further into the reading. Your first card is Death. Here it is called the child of the great transformers. Strong Scorpio energy within this card. Death often comes in, clearing the way, getting rid of the old and bringing in something new. Death can often cause people some type of anxiety in tarot, but death can also be a very powerful card in terms of rebirth. Sometimes it can mean death of the ego, death of certain addictions or bad practices in your own life. What does death mean here within your love reading, Cancer? I feel this is the death of certain patterns that were being repeated within your relationship. You and your person have found a way to communicate better, to love one another in a more open and honest way after some great difficulty. As I said, with the Six of Swords card here, with some kind of past disagreements and bad communication, it appears that in the past you and this person found a way to balance out your connection and start bringing a more kind of healthier understanding and communication. Your next card here is the High Priestess. This is Pisces, but I feel this is you, Cancer. This is strong water energy. The Priestess of the Silver Star. This is you, Cancer, strongly using your psychic abilities, your intuition, your strong empathy, your great ability to look within other people, to gauge things from people without the need for verbal communication. You're very good, Cancer, at reading other people's body language. Sometimes you can often feel like you're reading other people's thoughts. So whoever you're involved with, Cancer, you have been able on many occasions to read this person. And whenever there's been anything bad going on in this relationship, Cancer, your intuition has always been correct. So you were strongly using this in the past. Maybe you discovered certain things about this person. And like I said, there was some type of resolution regarding this. Things came out. You both discussed things in the relationship, discoveries, maybe some painful discoveries. But like I said, you and your person have found a way to move forward here in the past. Now your next card is the King of Wands. Extremely powerful, fiery energy here. Very attractive individual. It's described here as the Prince of the Chariot of Fire. Here he's on a chariot, it seems, perhaps riding through the fiery heavens, led by a lion. Possibly very strong Leo. Could be any fire sign, but Leo is predominant here. This, I believe, is your person, Cancer. Very, very strong attraction, strong sexual energy between both of you. This is one of the key cornerstones of your relationship, this passion and sexual energy between the two of you. This has held you both together through some very rough times here. Now, water signs mixing possibly with fire. There is attraction, there is love there, but there can be a lot of misunderstandings. The two energies are very different. Water is very sensitive, creative, intuitive, as I've said. Fire being more kind of ambitious, passionate. So there are differences, but sometimes it can make for a good marriage. So the significance of this card is just to show us who you may be dealing with in the past here. Like I said, there may have been conflicts because of certain differences, but I feel with death, the death card, there was some resolutions here and some things were put to rest. Now, your present energy, you have the Two of Pentacles, Lord of Harmonious Change. Again, I feel there is currently in this relationship, there is a need for balance. There may be some unfairness here. One person in the relationship may have more of a dominating character or energy in the relationship. So I feel that you are always trying to establish balance and fairness between the two of you here. At the center of your read, and very significantly, is the Hanged Man, Spirit of the Mighty Waters, strong Pisces card here. It's interesting that it comes underneath the High Priestess, which is also strong water energy. This again, Cancer, is you having to Perhaps you're feeling some kind of stagnation in this relationship. There is maybe a lack of some forward movement. You may feel that you and your person are stuck in a certain situation here. You're having to go within and use your spiritual powers to try and figure a way forward here. Looking at things from a different perspective, thinking outside the box, but also connecting with your spiritual side, because Cancerians can be highly spiritual people. So I feel, again, there may be a little bit of disharmony. You're having to go within. This is also a very self-sacrificing energy. So again, Cancer, you may be the one that is having to sacrifice more of yourself for the connection. There is a certain degree of unfairness here, I think. I think you are the one that is always having to kind of, put things down and maybe sometimes swallow your pride to avoid some kind of conflict here. But with the next card, the Ace of Cups, Lord of the Root of the Powers of Water. Again, a very strong water energy here. One of the most powerful in the tarot. This is divine love, a divine gift. There is definitely strong love between you and this person, even though, as I said, there are some misunderstandings and miscommunications. You do see that it is worth continuing with this person because you do share a very strong bond here. And when things are good between you and your person, things are actually pretty amazing. So at the moment, maybe a little bit of imbalance. You may be feeling that you're having to kind of, put your sword down and be the peacemaker. Maybe your person can be a little bit domineering or, prone to a little bit of a short temper if your person is a King of Wands. Like I said, a very fiery person here. But overall, even though there is some kind of conflict or some kind of disturbances sometimes, you and this person always manage to get back to your strong love and strong bond. Future energy here. Two of Swords, Lord of Peace restored. Again, it seems that in the future there may be some little conflict here. You may be having to take a time out. With the next card, the Nine of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain, this is you in a very kind of strong, independent energy. You may be feeling in the future that you need to focus more on yourself. Perhaps you're focusing far too much on your partner. Cancers can tend to do this sometimes when they're in love. Nine of Pentacles in the future is suggesting that there may be a time where you're going to be much more focused on yourself and your own growth. Perhaps this is you focusing on your career, feeling the need to maybe gain some strength through your own activities, maybe saving a bit of money here. It may also be a means by which you show your partner that you are a strong person and that you don't necessarily need to always rely on them. This will definitely make you much more attractive in your relationship. Now the last card is a little bit problematic here. This is the Five of Swords, Lord of Defeat. Again, I feel that it's possible that you or your partner, I feel that this is probably your partner, can be a bit egotistical, maybe bordering slightly to having a little bit of narcissism. Doesn't like to lose an argument, sometimes does not see eye to eye. It could be possible that your partner may fear you becoming more independent. That may cause a little bit of conflict. But I think overall, this relationship is quite strong. Even though there has been a history of conflict here, you and this person always manage to meet eye to eye in the end and resolve things. So I think for July, there is going to be, a little bit of disharmony in relationship, a little bit of introspection for you, maybe needing to think outside the box. Good idea for you guys to try and communicate in a more healthy, peaceful way. I'm going to shuffle 3 cards here from the deck now to get some advice for you. So let's see, what do we have for Cancer regarding love in July? 3 cards for Cancer. First card you have is the 4 of Swords, Lord of the Rest from Strife. So that's a very healing card, Cancer. It's you maybe needing a bit of a time out here, a little bit of a break. Maybe there has been some disharmony or conflict going on presently, and you may feel that you need a bit of a time out. Let's see what the next card is for you. Next card for Cancer. The next card you have is the 4 of Pentacles, Lord of Earthly Power. It's interesting you have 2 4s there. This has a lot to do with structure and pragmatism. 4 of Pentacles suggests Lord of Earthly Power. I think this is you maybe having to hold on to your own power and your own beliefs in this connection. Making sure that you do have a voice here. Make sure your voice is not always silenced or drowned out. So there's a need for some healing here, and also for you to maintain your own personal power in this relationship. What is the last card for advice for Cancer? Your last card is the Princess of Cups, Princess of the Palace of the Floods. This is likely an aspect of you, Cancer, here, the Princess of Cups. You're a very sensitive person, very loving. It's actually quite possible here, just looking at the imagery of the card, you and your person may be going on holiday together, maybe somewhere nice, to a beach. Like I said, there may have been a little bit of conflicts, a few little disagreements. Maybe there wasn't, maybe both of you were working hard, maybe your partner was. And I think there is a possibility here that you guys may be going on holiday or planning a holiday somewhere near the ocean, by a beautiful beach here. So, like I said, Cancer, I think overall, even though there has been a little bit of conflict in your relationship, I do think that you and your person will find ways to resolve conflicts. I think there's going to be time for rest for both of you. And it looks like you're going to both go on holiday here. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Enjoy the summer. If you like the way I read, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you.